What is going on, everybody? Another episode of 4x4 Camping Adventures, and in today's episode we're going through another Triton build. This Clubcab MN Triton from 2011, and I'll introduce the owner now. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Self?
Good, mate.
Thanks.
This is Jake, and this is his bit of a beast of an MN Triton.
Yep.
So what you say, let's go through it from top to bottom.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
So here we are, as per usual, at the back of the vehicle. I like to go back to front. Jake has done a fair bit of stuff to the back of this car, so hence why I wanted to really sort of go in depth to what he's done to the tray. But yeah, we've got a fair bit going on here, so this might be a little bit longer than usual, but there's a lot of information to take on. So, Jake, tell us about it, mate. This is a hell of a setup.
Yeah, so it started off as pretty much just went camping, chucked all the gear in the back, and then from there I just decided what I wanted to set up really. So
yep.
Started off with a fridge and a fridge slide, and started building it up to allow for, well, I guess, table, camp stove, and swag can fit in there. Water, you got a little hose that comes out for your water.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
So that just goes into the little jerry can that's in the back there that he uses obviously for his water.
Just a 20-litre jerry can.
Perfect.
Also connects to the shower with the shower awning on the side.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, just a standard drawer and runners.
So this looks all pretty professionally made, mate. So I know we spoke earlier, you're a carpenter, right? So
cabinet maker, yeah.
Cabinet maker,
trade, yeah.
So you're pretty handy with wood, no pun intended.
Yeah.
So you built all this yourself, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yep. No, she's a pretty cool little
good.
setup, man. So this little table, so you've got somewhere to cook your food. Little carpet on the back there, that's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, just as a chopping board, bit of prep
chopping
space.
Board, yep.
Yeah, just all my spares, spare screw box.
Little tools.
Tools,
drills,
pegs,
that kind of
drill, shovel.
Oh,
hammer.
awesome, man. So this is probably more your like spares, not spares, but like yeah, tool cabinet, I suppose.
Yeah, really, yeah. And a bit of camping gear, bit of recovery gear.
Yep. You know,
Yeah.
pegs and that kind of stuff. So you normally, when you're cooking, so how do you cook in here? Do you just normally have this on the back here?
I either have it cooking there with a gas bolt on the floor, or I have a table set up at the back.
Okay,
So,
yeah. So what kind of table do you use? Like a...
Just a little Lifetime.
Oh yeah,
fold-up
Lifetime
table.
white ones?
Yep.
So you normally use this like prep or?
Yeah, just as prep, really just perfect height really.
Yeah, for
Chuck
sure.
another chopping board
Yeah,
on top.
absolutely. No, that's perfect height really, well, especially for me, so.
Yeah.
No, awesome. Nice big deep drawer too on the runners, so happy days. So, oh, I've probably done that wrong, haven't I?
Oh, that's it.
That slides in. To the millimetre, mate. So, fridge on that side,
Yep.
so...
you got a little bit of access from the back, but mainly from the side window.
Yep.
And then just extra storage down the side. Got a ladder, knives, and ready to use pegs.
Yeah, cool.
Another toolkit.
Pretty much
That's
all
about
the
it.
tools you need, man. And obviously we've got all lighting in here as well. So this is all all lights up. So it's all LED strips,
Yep.
which look like they're weatherproof, which are the good ones, not the cheapy ones.
Yeah, just from J-Car.
Yeah, okay. And they're diffused on that side too.
Yeah, bit of a diffuser. Now I just normally end up sitting there with the awning out. So.
Oh, okay. So you have that one up, and that diffuses it.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
yeah.
stop the harshness. Yeah, that makes sense. So I suppose the fridge, it's not on a slide, so that's hard mounted.
Yeah, yeah.
So you access it from the side.
Yeah.
Or the back, I suppose.
Yeah, so you can just get it from the back, but mainly from the side.
Yeah, okay. It looks like a Waco fridge.
Yeah,
CF?
I think it's CF.
Whatever they call it?
50, I think, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Sweet.
And I suppose there's a little bit more going on the back here, but we got some B-roll and that kind of stuff of it, so we'll go through there. But I suppose the back compartment houses your thumper compressor.
Yeah, dual battery and just a little bit extra storage, really.
Yeah, okay.
Bit of recovery gear.
Yeah, nice. And then on this side here, closest to this window, we've got, what do you got on this side?
Just more recovery straps and tarps and bits and pieces.
Yeah,
Don't use as
okay,
much.
just camping stuff and that kind of thing. So the battery's on that side, in the middle. It's actually bang over the axle.
Yeah, it is, yeah, yeah.
So you keep your weight, I suppose,
Forward, really,
try to, as much forward as possible.
That was the aim, yeah.
Yeah, because this, well, being an MN, you've got a longer tail.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's a fair enough call. And I suppose a lot of people are asking, you've got a fiberglass canopy,
Yeah.
but you've got your treads mounted on there. So
Yeah.
there is a little thing inside here. It's actually mounted to the canopy, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, just internal support.
Yep.
Takes away at the rooftop or anything else you want on there.
Yeah, perfect. And the rooftop tent is mounted obviously on the two rails, but you've actually got a beam or two beams in here supporting it. So if you have a fiberglass canopy or plexiglass, as this brand's called, that's probably actually non-essential. A non-negotiable. You have to have that that extra support in there.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, nice, man. So tell me about your plastic tub setup over there.
So the first time we went camping, ended up just with a big tub full of food.
Oh, you like a little
plastic bags.
Yeah, yep.
So I thought I'd change it up and give the old Bunnings storage systems a go. It's just it just suits what we take camping, what we cook, and our gear. So
yeah,
it
so you
works.
pretty much got enough for two people. So you took out the second drawer, put the fridge a bit lower.
Yep.
Makes it easier to access. A lot of sense there. I can understand that. And reason you didn't want it on a runner, like to pull it out?
Mainly just weight, trying to reduce weight. About 20 kilos for a runner, so yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's about bang on. So this all looks like it's actually properly hard mounted to the actual
tub.
the actual
It's
tub
actually
itself.
bolted through, and then just at the back end sealed it all up.
Yeah,
Stop
nice.
any water. Haven't had a problem so far. So yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, you wouldn't get much water in here, so I mean,
No.
it should be fine. And what do you reckon this way is, like this whole setup, or the wood?
I know I've weighed the drawer with the stuff in it, and it's roughly 25-30 kilos.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess it's gonna just under 100, I reckon.
Yeah, okay. And then you put your stuff in there. So that's not too bad at all, because I know these got a payload of 900 kilos.
Yeah.
So you can put 900, obviously, when you get the tote.
Yeah.
You know, that'll adds to it. But yeah, I reckon you'd be, I don't know what, probably 500?
Yeah,
kilos?
close to it with the rooftop. Yeah.
It's not bad at all, really. And what leafs you got in the back? Before we go to the suspension side.
It is, I think they're only the standard 150
Okay. Yep.
kilos. So
Yeah. No. Nice.
if you wanted a little bit extra weight, yeah, definitely need to upgrade.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I mean, you're probably about bang on with the weights and that kind of thing. So it doesn't look like it's dropped too much in the back anyway. So it looks like it's holding up nicely. No, awesome, man. Is that a vent at the front there?
Yeah, it's just two little
black things.
vents. Use them if you want to sleep in the back, or if you've got a dog in the back.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah, beautiful.
Just a bit of extra breathing.
Yeah, no, nice. Okay, so if you were first time Triton owner, and you were going to do this to your car, what would you do differently if you had to do it all again?
If I had to do it again, I would probably definitely do a few more trips before I realised how I wanted it set up.
Yeah, okay, yep.
Before you start modifying it, lift, drawers, the lot.
Yep.
Just do a couple of trips.
Yeah, no, just sort of get it
right the
dialed in.
first time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But I suppose that's what that's what we do. You go on a
it's
trip,
about,
then change it up a little bit, make it a little bit different than whatever's going to work for you next time. So, no, I mean I really like this setup. So it's similar to what I was originally going to do when I had the canopy, but I'm not that handy with wood, so I definitely couldn't have made this. But no, it's a pretty damn awesome setup with the amount of thought and detail that's gone in, and you can use it for your work as well. So this is like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, if you wanted to use it as a tradie ute, sure. You could take out the fridge, take out the drawers or anything.
Yeah, and still load it up with tools, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you still got plenty of space. On that side there, it's when you open the window, you get the B-roll. So you've got another latch on that side. What is under there? Is that your
there's just storage underneath the back of the drawers really, and it's just axe, air compressor, hose, more recovery gear and spare fluids.
And your air compressor's hard mounted, isn't it?
Yep, that's hard mounted and wired in. Yep.
Beautiful. Ah, she's cool, man. Like, it's so different. This is the reason that we got in touch with Jake and that kind of thing, because I knew this is just a different build, and it's not just your standard chuck some Triton drawers in there, and it's very well thought out, and a lot of attention to detail in here, which obviously works perfectly for you when you go camping. So if you were to do this, just for argument's sake, what do you reckon it would have cost if you, with your skills, like if you were just going to give this a go at home, because people can give it a go, what do you reckon it costs to sort of do this wood decking out, that kind of stuff?
Look, if you could go to Bunnings, you probably could spend a couple of $100 on parts and marine carpet.
Yep.
And I think it's about $100 for all the drawers and the runners.
Yeah, okay.
If you do it yourself, and as long as you've got a couple of tools,
yeah,
maybe $200-300. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if you sort of see yourself $500, you have a pretty well sorted
kitted out drawer system.
Drawer system. And then obviously you got your extras like 12 volt and all that kind of stuff. But to do this, yeah, it's quite affordable. So, which is obviously what this whole build series is about. It's affordability and going camping and using your car. You don't need 10 grand of drawer system to go camping. Nah, it's cool, man. I like it. I like it a lot. And Waco going well? How long you had that for?
Yeah, I've had that for 4 years now. Haven't had a problem so far.
That's about the same as mine.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Always in the wraparound canvas?
Yeah, it's always been in there. Definitely helps, and if you're going up north.
Yeah, it helps on the corn side, eh? They definitely draw a lot less when they've got them on there. So, and you've got a couple of little 12 volt plugs in there. I'll put in the B-roll. There's a couple of little 12 volt plugs in there.
Yeah.
What do you normally plug in there?
It's normally just for charging the phone, or if you plug any other accessories in.
Yeah,
and some plugs, just for the soda.
Yeah, nice. No, awesome setup, man. I really rate it. I like it a lot. So I suppose we'll segue into the next spot. Let's talk about the roof. Since we're still talking about the back, we'll talk about the rooftop tent and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, mate, rooftop tent.
Yeah.
Tell me why, I suppose, you went rooftop over a swag.
I actually run both as rooftop or a swag, depending when we're going, really.
Yeah, okay.
The rooftop was purely just for when we're set up for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Have the awning set up.
You parked up, you got your location.
Yep.
Yeah.
I brought this on with the annex to it. Just helps if you've got extra friends coming. You want a bit of changing space.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's been good so far.
Yeah, for sure. And this is all bought. Man, how old do you reckon that is?
Probably 3 or 4 years old now. So yeah.
Okay. And no leaking, no nothing like that.
No problem so far.
Nothing to worry about.
I've dropped it myself a couple of times, but yeah, it's perfect. Rain, wind, everything.
And I suppose, how do you get it up there? Do you just have it?
Yeah, just the two of us, pretty much. Just lift it up.
Yeah, okay.
It's about 60, 70 kilos.
Yeah, because they're not light, are they? Yep. Yeah, no.
As soon as you got up there, just slide it on and just a couple of bolts, and that's it.
Because I see some people now, they've got them, like, as you were talking before, we had a shed. Like, they mount them up to actually the shed rails, and then you literally drive in and just drop it down.
Use a pulley to pull it down.
Yeah. So if you set that up in your shed, then you don't have to worry about lifting it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And it's got the annex on there as well, so you can do, I suppose you have a place to change, all that kind of thing, when you're out and about.
Yep.
And no dramas, so happy days. King's rooftop tent, can't go wrong with that.
No, exactly.
And treads, why'd you mount them up here? Just for space space reasons?
Yeah, just for space. When they get muddy and sandy, you didn't really want to chuck them in the back.
Yep,
that's
fair enough.
You can get a bag for them, but it just works with the rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's it would have been a bit of empty space here as well, so it's actually not too bad of a little spot. And the hat, don't actually see it, but that is mounted on with the little like a lock
just
system.
a little tread. I think they come with a little mounting system, and just straight through the canopy.
Right.
You jump on the rear bar and just take them off.
And then you sealed it up. Happy days. So this is your, I suppose, sleeping quarters, and I suppose where you just sit around and relax and that kind of thing. So you've got the rooftop tent out with the annex. Then you can still access all of this in here, or is that?
Yeah, so the rooftop folds out on the driver's side.
So it goes that way?
Yep.
Okay,
and then you've got the awning set up on this side. Yeah, so you can still get to the windows.
Yep, sure.
And full access to the back, yeah.
Beautiful. And so even if you've got the annex out on the other side, you can still get in that window?
Yeah, you can still open the window up. There's an inner zip to the annex.
Okay.
You can get into there, access.
Yeah, nice.
Saying if you had an annex for your awning, just zip it out, get to your canopy.
Yes, gotcha. Yeah, I don't have enough to deal with the rooftop tents. I don't know how they work, so no, that makes sense. So you can still access all your stuff. So this is more awning out, couple of chairs, got your table, having a beer, access your beers pretty easily, actually.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously got all your little drawer system in there. So I suppose, actually there's another spot, probably can't see in the video, but B-roll, little spot there for your jerry can holder.
That's for the gas bottle there, and then jerry cans on the other
gas
side.
Bottle holder, yeah.
And then it's just underfloor storage for bits and pieces.
And you just got a little couple of hockey straps to hold the gas bottle around. Perfect.
Strap it down.
Had any drums with the gas bottle rolling around?
Not yet. Yeah.
I had once. I went down to Bremer Bay and the gas bottle come loose. It filled the thing up.
Hear it rolling around, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, how's it? What's going on? It's pretty well set up, and all this stuff is like head height, so it's so easy to get to. And you guys, as I said, you got your bowls and that kind of stuff in there, chopping board.
Yeah, chopping board, bowls, knives, forks, a lot, a bit of food. Yeah.
That's exactly what we need. And you've just bolted these all together, haven't you?
Yeah, just screw them together and that's it, yeah.
It's a very simple setup. Like I do really like it. Did you think about, I mean, obviously then you'd have an issue with accessing here.
Yeah.
but didn't think about bringing them try a little bit closer. So this would be sort of like almost about line up with this.
You can bring it a bit closer, but then you've obviously got problems with trying to get access to here.
Yeah, access that kind of stuff. That's
but it actually works pretty well. You can food prep inside here. You've still got storage.
Yeah,
and
of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, nice. You thought it all out, man. You thought it all out. I'm just trying to throw you off your guard. Nah, I like it, man. It's very, very neat. So I reckon anyone that buys a Triton with, I mean, even this canopy, the stock Mitsubishi canopy, which has got the same windows, you could do this quite easily.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Easily.
You either set it up on the side windows at the back, however you want.
Yeah, exactly. Or I've actually seen people have this on the back as well, so you have half as your back setup, and then you can access, because they might do food prep down here or whatever. Because that's like almost like a perfect table for doing food prep. Nah, it's a super simple way, and it reminded me of Graham Carhill's setup in his patrol, and he's got like the most outlandish patrol that's set up for touring, but he still uses these things to do all his draws.
The easiest and cheapest way to do it.
So easy and simple and cheap, and mate, I reckon you bang on with that. You are bang on. So 2.5 meter Dachi. Yeah,
2.5 by 2.5.
Yeah, been on there for a while.
About year and a half now, I think.
Yeah, nice. And going well?
Yes, been good so far.
No dramas. You had a Kings on here before, right?
Yes, I did, and purely just for the legs, kept collapsing. So I upgraded the Dachi.
Yep.
Got 2 sidewalls either side.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's a good little setup. That's pretty much bang on, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Especially if you're setting up for a couple of days, you have wind resistance and all that kind of stuff.
Stops the wind and the rain coming in.
Perfect. I suppose the only thing that gets in your way is this thing, but that's not too bad. You've set it up around it, haven't you?
Yeah. Obviously, having the rooftop, you've got to have the internal supports.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it doesn't get in the way. Just build it around your gear.
Build it around your gear. No, exactly right, man. Oh, I like it, man. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very well set up. And I reckon, as I said, if you're looking at an MN Triton, ML, doesn't matter, with this kind of setup, you don't have to spend big bucks to make this happen. Like, you probably won't spend a couple of grand getting this really set up properly. Years, a couple of grand, which is nothing a couple of grand is a canopy, like without anything in it. So if you can do it, if you want to go camping, there's easy ways to make it really, really affordable. So I like it, man. I like it a lot. So I suppose segue time into the cab. Because you've got a different cab to every other Triton.
The extra cabs.
The extra cab. So we'll see how he does all the internal stuff with the extra space. So mate, here we are, the interior.
A little bit different, isn't it?
It's super weird seeing like no back doors, but you got heaps of space in here.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, since this is all pretty much standard Triton stuff, let's talk about the back. So you've got a club cab. You've done a little bit different to everyone else. You've set it up pretty well, and obviously there'll be B-roll and that kind of stuff, but you set it up pretty well. You've got a little Waco, little 10-can cooler in here. I've got one of these too. Good little unit. What do you use that for?
It's literally just for sandwiches, a couple of drinks, and that's about it.
Just all your stuff that you want to take along on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Get it out. Yeah, no.
You don't have to stop along the side and go to your back fridge.
Yep. And I did notice with Tritons, it's a pain in the bum to put it here. Yeah,
so I did actually try and take this off and fit it in there. It's just a little bit too high.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've got to chop it out.
Yeah, and then just so people can sort of see at home, the actual handbrake gets in the way. So with this guy here, this piece gets in the way of that. So you actually have to have it all the way back.
Yeah.
It becomes a massive pain in the bum. So I can understand why you put it in the back. I put mine in my rear seat, so that makes a lot of sense. Oh, awesome, man. And what's the little subby?
Yeah,
so you can
just
bang
a little
your tunes.
10-inch kicker. Yeah, just for safety.
Yeah, no, you got to have one of those for sure.
First aid kit and another drawer just for bits and pieces, really.
Yep. Super easy access and, picnic stuff, all that kind of thing. No, nice, man. And you can actually put 2 people in the back of this.
Yes, you can. So it's upright seats. Not comfortable for a long drive, but
wouldn't be, no.
yeah, you can get someone in there at least.
Yeah, no, for sure. And do you normally, what do you put on this side? Just clothing?
It's normally just clothes bags and hanging up bits and pieces,
Yeah, okay, yep, I'm with you. Yeah, no, nice. And really, I mean, dual cabs, I suppose you think about it, dual cabs, the back seat, unless you've got kids or whatever, it's wasted space.
Exactly, yeah.
So having a club cab or a super cab, whatever they call these things, you've got the ability of having almost a single cab, but with that little bit extra space that you can use for what you use it for. Put your food or little fridge in there, fire extinguisher, clothes. Mate, it's perfect. Perfect. Best of both worlds. That's for sure.
Exactly.
So, two-way,
Yep.
40 channel, I'm assuming by
I think so, yeah.
looking at the age of it. Little 40 channel two-way. What brand is it?
Just a little cheapy Oricom, I'm pretty sure.
Oricom, yep, beautiful. And you can change the channel on the old handset, which is perfect. And anything else special in here? Got a little Pioneer.
Just the aftermarket Pioneer.
Yeah, I think it's a necessity. When I was talking to Josh about it, I think it's like the one thing that you got to change in these cars.
And definitely for hooking up for the rear camera, definitely helps out.
Yep, that makes a big difference. And you got your mobile phone holder. You do have a little dash cam here.
Yeah.
Which just in case.
Just in case you have any problems on the road.
Yeah, nice. And EDS.
Yeah.
Mounted. I originally had mine mounted there. But I did move it to up here, but then it got too hot, and they don't really like the heat too much, it seems.
No, it's been alright though. It kind of gets a bit of protection from the dash.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. I ended up mounting mine in here. So it actually fits in there perfectly.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
And then you can drill a hole through the back of it, the cord runs through,
and
you can literally have it right there. Depending if you use this space, I know some people do, some people don't. But
chucking your phone.
Yeah, for sure. So it's not too bad of a spot. Perfect, man. So it's pretty much, and you got a little nightshade on here. Yeah,
just a bit of a wrap up there, just helps out. Don't really have to have the full visor down all the time.
Yeah, no, nice. That's a good little idea, and keeps the heat out too. So I suppose interior-wise, what would you say the one thing you would have to do in here, like if you were to buy a stock Triton again, would you agree with Jake that
I'd say the head unit, yeah,
they're pretty basic, eh? They are pretty basic. And if you want a reversing camera, especially with these utes, they're quite long. You really want to make sure you have like a nice reversing camera so you can see what's behind you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And all the rest of it. But no, I still probably it's one of the best things you can do to the interior because everything else you've got everything you really need. It's got big door bins. You got heaps of space, little cubby holes and that kind of thing. So, and you've got even more space than the average person because you've got the super cab. So, bonnet. I know you've done some few things under there.
Yeah, just a couple of little things. Yeah.
Let's go have a look, eh? So here we are, mate, in between showers.
Yep.
The car's a little bit more wet now. Trying to...
Bit of a clean off.
Yeah, clean off the old dust. So I suppose this thing's tuned.
Yep.
Had a bit of an ECU remap on it. Who did that for you?
That was Nathan down at AMR.
Oh yeah.
In Kelmscott.
Yeah, beautiful. And what were the figures you ended up getting?
170 horsepower and 460 newton meters.
Beautiful.
Wheels.
Plenty of power for these things.
Yeah, more than enough.
More than enough. Gets up in boogies. That's always a good thing. We'll talk about mechanical in a minute because I know you've had some dramas with a few things around the gearbox. But dual battery setup, so you've got the main starter battery here, then you've got the secondary battery in the tray with the King's isolator.
Yep.
So that's just your main essentially way of charging up the secondary battery.
Yeah, second battery, yeah.
Yep, beautiful. And solar in the future maybe, or?
Yeah, possibly in the future. For now, solar blanket works just when you need it. But
perfect.
yeah, the rear battery always stays charged.
Yeah, so you can't complain too much. It's all working. 4 front entries for the intake pipes.
Yep.
And I believe you're still running the standard intercooler.
Still running the stock intercooler, yeah.
And any reason you went for the 4 front industry pipes?
Purely price-wise, and for the fact that they're running solid pipes.
Yeah, okay.
Pipes splitting again.
Yeah, because these are pretty notorious for the old pipe split.
Yeah, they always go on a big trip.
Yeah. Always when you want to go to this like really nice location, and then your car just like gives up on you. but no, they're actually a pretty worthwhile investment because they're only about $250.
Yeah, I think it was like 250 delivered.
Yeah,
Mitsubishi wanted about 200 per pipe.
Correct. So it's actually a really really cheap investment for even if your hoses aren't split, it's still a really cheap investment just to swap them out because it's alloy, so it's never going to break. So, perfect. And on that side you've got catch can.
Yep.
Obviously you've got your snorkel, which is I'm not sure, but it looks like a factory snorkel.
Looks like it's factory.
I'm not sure if it's an eBay special, but we sort of couldn't work that out. But it looks factory from everything that's happening with the airbox. Do you have panel, like just a normal panel filter in there, or paper filter?
Yeah, just a normal paper filter in there. Yeah.
Do you carry a spare with you?
I don't normally. If I'm a big trip, I will take a spare one. But yeah, it's been good so far.
Yeah, for sure. And catch cam working well?
Yeah, perfect.
And you've had because this has got how many? 170
on the clock,
170,000 Ks, and you've had an EGR clean and an intake clean.
Yeah. EGR's blocked off, I believe. And
the EGR's blocked? Yeah, okay. Yep, perfect. And the intake was cleaned at, when did you get that done?
Roughly 140, 150,000.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right for these cars. About 150,000, they start really blocking up. You notice a bit of a difference when you...
Not really from the intake clean, definitely after the tune, and that's the biggest one, obviously.
Would have been big difference.
Yeah.
Would have been a different car.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. A lot nicer to drive.
Gets up in boogies. Yeah, no, for sure, man. They do really respond well with the tune. They I still reckon it's worth doing. If you've got 33s, I reckon it's a must-have.
Stock puts out enough power, but yeah, with the weight and the 33s, definitely needs a bit more power.
Yeah, definitely makes a big difference. And you think about upgrading the intercooler in the future, or are you stick with it?
Could upgrade to the forefront one.
All alloy.
Change one of the pipes, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the forefront one is because I was really looking at it. The piping and all that kind of stuff is pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah, I think you just have to get rid of the lower pipe and that's about it. Yeah.
And you're pretty much done. So, perfect, man. And it's all alloy, so you haven't got any plastic tanks. So
exactly. Yeah.
Less chance of things cracking on you, which is always good. Still on your standard radiator?
Yeah, still standard.
Oh, you're better than me. I only got 100,000 out of mine.
Yeah. I don't know if it's on its way out or not.
Who knows?
Needs a service, but yeah.
You'll find out in the next service, I suppose. But mechanical wise, what have you had wrong with it?
Engine wise, just had the normal timing belt and water pump done, just over 100,000.
Yep.
Did have a new steering rack. That was the first thing to go. But other than that, it was pretty much just the gearbox that's been the issues.
Yeah, okay, which is a bit of a detriment because when you start putting more power through, gearboxes do take the brunt of it. Did you upgrade the clutch?
Yeah, it's got a heavy duty clutch in it, Outback accessories, I think.
Yeah, okay. And what was it, first, second and third gear that decided
first and second the first time, and unfortunately it was third as well a few months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, just bad luck really. But
yeah, it is right, because I mean, I've had the synchros replaced on mine, but synchros I think in these cars is a bit notorious for stuffing up.
Yeah.
And I know it was second and third synchro stuffed up. Gears were fine, just the second and third synchros. But yeah, my gearbox obviously had any dramas, which is a good thing. But I know people that have to tune and they blow second or they blow third. So I suppose it's luck of the draw with gearboxes. But yeah, all fixed up now.
Yeah.
And all
other
happy
than that,
days.
mechanical wise, it's been all good. Yeah.
Yeah, happy days, man. And being 170,000 Ks, I suppose you're lucky, because I do know these cars had a the head potentially could crack.
Yeah.
And you'd obviously let the radiator fluid all through the car, and it would essentially just brick the engine. Obviously, haven't any dramas with your side.
No, not yet.
All pretty good.
Yeah.
Perfect, man. Can't complain. 170,000 Ks, and you're still clicking along, which is
going
good.
Strong. Yeah.
So I suppose one thing that is a bit different with my car is you got this little bag here, which is from your bar.
Yep.
Because the water container is just under here, and with the X-Rox bar, it's quite exposed with everything at the front. So they give you this little bag.
Yeah, they just supply a little bag for it, really. Yeah, just
for your washer fluid. That's cool, man. And then, so did you have to rerun the line to go through here?
That's just to supply like an extra length, and you just run it pretty much from the factory point, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, nice. That's cool, and that's been in there for a couple of years, eh? So
yeah, again, same length as well. So.
Been handling it? Oh, awesome, man. As I said, they're reliable motors. If you look after them, they last you forever. So yeah, just keep maintaining it and servicing it, and you won't have any dramas. You'll be pretty much perfect. So I suppose we're at the front.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this big bull bar. So
X-Rox, yeah.
I suppose. So here we are, mate. X-Rox bar. You've pretty similar little area to mine, actually.
Yeah.
Little, what is it, 4.5?
I think so, yeah. It's a little Oricon,
4.5 dB. I'm pretty sure I reckon that's pretty much enough for these guys.
It's enough, yeah. Unless you're doing real remote travelling, it's more than enough.
Yeah, if you're going to the Kimberley or something, probably get a 6 dB, but I reckon these pretty much do enough. I actually broke my first one because I hit a tree on it. So you haven't obviously had that bad luck with yours?
No, not yet. It's been good.
King spotties, 9 inches?
Yeah, 9-inch dominators.
They're the old ones, eh?
Yeah, the older shape.
Yeah, the older shape.
Still do the same thing, but yeah, they've lasted, yeah.
Still push some light down the road, mate.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You've got a fair bit of connections here.
Yeah, if you want an extra aerial or light bar, if you do want to put one on top.
Bucket loads of space, isn't it? Yeah, you got heaps of space for everything, really. And I suppose the big thing, the X-Rox bar.
Yeah.
So did you put this on?
Yeah, I put it on myself, yeah.
Yeah, no, nice. And it was so pretty simple, because all you had to do was just cut the front bar.
Just a bumper cut, yeah, and that's it, really.
And then you just bolted it straight up.
Yeah.
And is this for the 2-inch lift? I know they had a 2-inch lift, and like you had to get a certain
I think it's only if you're doing a body lift, possibly.
A body lift, okay.
Yeah, this was on before I had the lift in, and after that I said, yeah, it's time to upgrade.
And you like it?
Yeah, I think they look good on utes.
Yeah.
If I was to go different in the future, I probably would get the 3-hoop bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of extra protection over your sides and that. Have you hit anything in it?
Not yet. Hopefully, don't plan to.
Hopefully you don't hit anything. That's always a good thing. And I suppose under here we've got just your recovery points. I'm assuming they're the off-road.
The road safe ones.
Road safe ones. Yep, yellow road safe ones. And they seem to be doing all right.
Yeah, haven't used them so far, but yeah, definitely go them over the factory points are rated.
Yeah, no, the factory point's pretty average. I know that from a fact. They bend pretty easily. And no winch.
No, so obviously you got is a winch compatible bar.
Yep.
I just haven't had time yet. It was on the cards to buy one, but yeah, haven't needed one yet. So
you don't need one, mate. Spend your money elsewhere where you potentially, you know, well, I suppose in this case you don't have to spend your money elsewhere.
Exactly.
but yeah, if you suppose you're new to the game and you're looking at a winch potentially, yeah, if you're just doing beach trips and that kind of thing, it might not be worth it. So
yeah.
Spend your money elsewhere on tyres or a
couple of recovery boards and that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, 90% of the stuff you do in WA, you don't need a winch, or you can't even use it anyway because you're on the beach. So it doesn't really matter too much anyway. And
then yeah, just 4mm bash plates.
Yep, just down the bottom there.
Yep.
Where are they from?
They're on the car when I got them, and they look, I'm not sure actually. They look like custom ones possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably just something. Yeah, because I got mine off eBay. I think it was Outback Customs or whatever they call themselves. When I got mine, so they look pretty similar actually. Pretty similar to mine. So no, awesome, man. I suppose it's a bit different. I actually do like the X-Rocks bars on dual cab utes. I wouldn't put it on like a Prado or something, but I think they look a bit awkward.
A bit different on
like
a wagon, yeah.
But on a ute, I reckon they look quite neat.
Yeah.
Gives a bit of a more aggressive stance, and as you said, you've got a bit more clearance at the front. Do a bit of rock crawling with these big old tyres. So mate, we're at the back of the vehicle. We've gone the full circle.
Yep.
What bar is this?
Pretty sure, I'm not sure on the exact brand, but brought this off Shoreline 4Drive.
Oh yeah.
It's one of their clearance sales. Looks similar to the MCC, I'd say.
I was gonna say MCC.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like the MCC bar.
Unless it's a knockoff, but yeah, it looks the same.
Nah, does the job, right? But you got towing capacity built in.
Yep.
Which is
it's either got the snatch block in there or tow ball most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Little reverse camera as well, which is perfect. So, one thing I have noticed is this sits so flush.
Yeah.
Like it's like mine how flush it sits.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them stick really far out.
Quite a bit. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that's like a club cab thing, but man, it fits like really neat.
It does fit. Yeah.
So one thing I noticed when I was looking at the back, like Declan has the exact same bar, and I'll see if I can get the footage in the video of like his, but he has like a big gap. But his is an ML.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's because the tub's a bit longer.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see because yeah, it fits super nice. No, it's really nice, man. You've had it on a few little bumps and scratches, as you were saying before.
So this is why the reason why I put it on was both sides of the back being quite a long overhang, going in and out of ruts. Always going to get panel damage.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's one thing we said in Josh's video. We did not that long ago. Is the back of these cars are pretty susceptible to getting the old damage.
Sure are.
How'd you damage it?
Down at Dwelling Up.
Yeah, okay.
Along the tracks down there. Go and come back up the ruts, just slid into the side and bam, both sides done.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, that's it.
And she's all over. Yeah, no, nice. And so this is fairly new, or how long have you had this?
Same as the X-Rocks bar, probably about 3 or 4 years old since I got the car. Yeah.
No, perfect, man. And it gives you good protection around the sides.
Yeah.
Which is perfect. No, awesome, man. I do like the fact that it's got the built-in tow bar. That's something that a lot of the aftermarket bars don't have. So I think it's the X-Rocks bar. You still have to run the standard tow bar as well, which just makes no sense to me. But no, it's good. It's got the inbuilt tow bar, which is good. You going to fill these in with lights, you reckon?
Yeah, that's what they're for. I haven't got around to buying little lights to them. Get some little eBay special lights, wire it up. Yeah,
just get some maybe like reversing lights or something in there. Just give you a bit more light. Or I have seen some people actually put camping lights in here.
Yeah, yeah.
So you actually mount it on an angle, or sorry, not an angle, angle down, so it just gives you a bit more floodlight.
Yeah.
So now it makes things a little bit easier. No, awesome, man. So here we are, mate.
Yeah.
We've gone through the entire vehicle. I'm still blown away by this rear drawer setup. I reckon it's bloody awesome. So give you guys a few tips behind the camera to do to your Tritons. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Best trip, you're a WA boy. Best trip in South WA, I'm assuming, your go-to place.
Yeah.
Where's your best trip?
South, definitely have to be Esperance.
Yeah.
Bit of a drive, but yeah, amazing coastline. awesome
Yeah.
camping spots.
Where'd you go camping down there?
Actually go east of Esperance, about an hour or two east of Esperance.
Oh, nice.
Go down to the town.
Yep.
I think it's there's a couple of sites down there.
Did you go to like Duns Rock or whatever it is?
Yeah, I've been through there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, nice. It's a good little spot. You can camp on the beach down there.
Yeah, yeah.
White sand, pristine.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
Bit cold, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
pristine. No, it's a good spot over at Esperance.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you're not going down that far south, where's your sort of local? Where do you spend most of your weekends?
Dwelling Up's normally the local.
Yeah,
Close.
good spot.
Yeah, good
Good spot.
tracks. Good place for camping.
No, real good spot. And any special spot you go down there? Like anywhere they might see you out and about?
Yeah, normally along the Captain Fawcett 4-drive track or
Yep.
any track you can find.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, beautiful, man. So you've just bought a stock MN Triton.
Yep.
Let's say Clubcab.
Yep.
What's the first thing you do to it?
I'd say obviously the first thing, go out and do a good camping trip.
Yep.
I think the first thing I did to this was probably the Xbox bar and the rear bar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Protection.
And then I chucked the lift in just to level it up.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yep.
But yeah, I reckon camping mods first really. Rear drawers, fridge, if you
Yeah.
want roof racks and everything.
Get all those sort of get a few trips. I reckon just get a few trips into you, then work out if you actually want to do camping for starters. Because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
a lot of people buy into the camping idea and
Yeah.
they haven't really done it before. Then work out what's going to actually work best for you,
Yeah.
which looks like you've done it
Exactly.
anyway. So,
And then just set up your rear drawers around what you've got.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
you know, it's pretty much perfect, man. And let's say interior wise, what do you reckon the big thing you do there? Because
I'd
obviously
say,
you set up yours pretty well.
yeah, interior, definitely the head unit,
Yep.
especially if you want a reversing camera.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
probably have to be a UHF, and that's about it
Yeah,
really.
UHF is pretty much a non.
Plus seat
Yeah.
covers, definitely a must. Seat covers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. What do you rate the seats? Do you like the seats?
I think they're good for day to day, for long trips when you're going 6-7 hours at
yeah.
a time. Yeah, they get a little bit hard in the back.
Yeah, a bit uncomfortable on long trips.
So it'll be pretty good to do the seat conversion.
Yeah, well, I've upgraded mine to the newer MNs.
Yeah,
2016, I think the model year that came out of I put into that one.
Yeah.
And they're chalk and cheese, completely different seats.
Yeah.
And they are so comfortable.
Yeah.
So I think you might be able to put MQ seats in there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of people are doing that now.
If you want to spend the money, go and put some, I think, Falcon and Commodore seats in. That was
Yeah,
a good seat
XR6
conversion.
seats and that. Yeah, no, they make a big difference. So just got to get the rails adjusted and that.
Yeah.
But you're ready to rock and roll. Yeah, no, nice, man. And I suppose what's the hardest track you've done in this car? What do you reckon? Do you like? Ooh.
You can have a bit of fun around Runa, I guess.
Yeah, Rune is good. Yeah.
I've only done one part of Harvey. I reckon, yeah, Harvey, Runa.
Yeah, Harvey's always a bit of a game changer.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
dry,
mud out there.
it's okay if it's dry. Yeah, if it's wet, it's a totally different game.
Yeah, wet, you need 37s and a big old engine to push that tractor up the track. No, definitely right there, man. And I suppose, what do you set it up for? I would say, based on what I'm going to call this on the YouTube video, I'm going to call this the touring build. So I reckon you set this up for touring.
Yeah, more so, you can do the odd couple of weekend trips, but
Yeah.
yeah, mainly for touring.
Your
Not
long
too
distance.
much hardcore driving, it's just long distance. And
Yeah, well, they're not really built for that. Like,
nah,
as much as you can take them off road, and they're pretty capable cars off road, but they're not really made to go out Brunswick on a weekend basis, because you're just going to blow CVs every time you go out there, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. I reckon they're testament to yourself. They're a bloody good touring vehicle.
yeah, I think they're good in fuel. Yeah, more than enough payload for touring, big trips. Yeah,
And when you say they're good on fuel, because you might only get 500 or whatever k's out of a tank, but the tank's actually quite small.
I think this is only a 55, 60
Yeah,
litre
they're only a
tank in this.
60 litre tank.
Yeah.
So it only costs you like 80, 90 bucks, depending where you fill it up with. It cost me about 90 bucks where I fill it up. But if you're getting 500 k's out of that, that's not actually too bad. You get some, Land Cruiser owners that have 2 tanks and they're only getting 1,000 tanks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And that's like 250 litres of fuel to
Yeah,
get 1,000
yeah.
k's. So it's actually not too bad,
No.
really, when you think about it. So, no, I think they're pretty good, especially when you put 33s. They use a little bit more fuel, but I think they're actually a pretty good touring vehicle in that respect. Just keep them maintained, probably the big thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Keep it healthy, keep that motor healthy. And what got you into camping?
Pretty much just started camping down at Dwelling Up actually.
Yeah.
Brought a King swag, a couple of camp
okay.
chairs, and
Yeah.
kind of got hooked on that really.
Yeah.
And from there, just build up from there, really.
And you had a four-wheel drive before this?
Yeah, had a VW Touareg.
Yeah.
Doesn't really go to as many places as this did, but
no.
yeah, it was definitely a lot more comfortable.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, just needed to upgrade, something a bit bigger.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, did the job.
Yeah. No. Nice, man. Nice. And so this is your first proper four-wheel drive.
First real four-wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Nice. Oh, I'm glad you bought a Triton, mate.
Yeah, it's been good so far.
Mighty Triton. Nah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
And anything in the future happening with the car?
Just a few cosmetic things, and needs a major service coming up.
Yep.
Other than that, think about upgrading next year, but other than that, been good.
Upgrading to a new car?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Ooh, what are you going to get?
Another Utes on the card, but
Yeah, okay.
otherwise, yeah, maybe change it up to a wagon.
Ooh.
Just see what it's like. Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Any sort of picks for a wagon?
I do like the Troopies and the 76, but
Yeah, it's a good car. Yep.
yeah.
76. My brother's got one of those.
Yeah,
Bloody
nice.
good car.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really nice car. Good overlanding car too. So.
Yeah, something you can do a couple of weeks on end, really. So
Yeah.
Troopy would be perfect.
Yeah, no, really
yeah.
good car for overlanding. No, awesome, man. Well, I mean, awesome build. I'm hoping to put that up there. Hoping the people behind the camera get some ideas out of the build and just get a bit of, information about. Again, putting that point across, you don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do a build. It's just really not necessary. If you get a Triton like this, at this current time in where we are now, these are about 20 grand, roughly.
Yeah, I think so.
About 20-ish grand. So, and this is an MN, so you can obviously get an ML for about, 14, 13 grand.
15, yeah.
If you get a dual cab Ute, which has got a fairly, newish engine with about 200,000 Ks on it, for 20 grand, like if you go 13 grand into the car and then spend 7 grand on it, you're going to have a pretty bloody capable rig.
Well set up car.
Suspension, tyres, bull bar, rear draw setup, and you're ready to rock and roll. But don't think you need to spend 7 grand on your car when you first get it. As you said, when I first started, I had the big old 50-litre plastic tubs.
Yeah.
They rolled around the back. 3 or 4 trips, I'd probably have to replace them because they get cracked. Unless you buy those real rough armoured ones. But I was cheap and I bought like the $9 ones from Bunnings.
Yeah.
But that's what you do. You just got to find out what actually works when you go camping, I think.
Do a couple of trips. Do
absolutely.
what you used to.
And work out what you need, what you don't need, because then you will find yourself taking stuff out, stuff you don't need to take, because you might just think you need to take everything, but you don't. So and then just start setting up and set up your car how you want to.
Yep.
And hopefully this gives you a few ideas how to set up your car. Awesome, man.
Awesome.
It's been awesome chatting to you.
Yeah, thanks for it.
No stress at all. But as always, like, subscribe, and comment on the video if you like the content. And if I don't see you out in the tracks and trails, I might see you in the next video. If I don't see you in the next video, I shall see you later. See ya!